What's up, guys? Name's Deco. Welcome to the vlog about 3D printing in the business that I'm starting. You notice I'm rapping back and forth a little bit. It is what it is. So we got a little bit of an update today. 2 days after opening, doing the grand opening, we had our very first sale on the Etsy store. So I would think that it was under 24 hours the order came through. It actually came through yesterday night. Mega stoked. Went out, immediately started printing it, messaged the buyer. I was like, oh, dude, thank you so much. So, you might have a question, and it actually was pretty funny. I was like, what was the first product out of that big cascade of products where I actually thought the Japanese lantern decoration would sell first, because that thing was just awesome. But it did not sell first. It actually, I think it has one of my lowest views, to be honest, which sucks, but it is what it is. Like I said, we just throw these things up there, and if people want to buy them, they buy them. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. So, coming in at the very first buy in the store, it was the You're the Shit poop trophy. I couldn't believe it, but I was actually I liked it. I liked that it came through. They actually requested this in blue, which I painted it in a blue fashion. It came together really good. Looks better than this one that I use for the stock imagery. But I did take a picture of it, put it up as when you click blue as an option, it'll pop and show the blue. So that was really cool. It was really exciting. That's your first big step. You come from I'm a nobody to somebody wanted something that I made, and I was able to do it with this 3D printer that's just sitting here. So that kind of rolls into my next topic was, what kind of printing am I doing? I am doing what is called print on demand. So pretty much I don't keep an inventory of anything. The actual stock images that you see, I print them and just keep those. Those are the things that I keep. Or I give away, or whatever I do with the product. I don't actually keep an inventory at my home with it. So essentially, when an order comes through, it'll say order of one of this, whatever. I go over there, and if I have to personalize it, like I did with this, I offer free personalization of the lettering on the plaque. I believe they're using it for some fantasy football game or something like that, which is cool. I mean, your last place. But so the order comes through. They wanted a customization on the plaque, which I offered for free again. But so I just go into Blender, open it up, I delete the old text, create a new text, convert that text to a mesh, extrude it 1 millimeter, and that's it. That's the personalization. It takes probably around 15 minutes, maybe at the max. Re-export as an STL, import it into the Bamboo Labs slicer. I don't know the actual name of the slicer, but import it over, and that's it. Hit print, it's done. So it came out, I think it took 5.5 hours to print. It came out pretty well, and it was just awesome. But that's print on demand. So everything in my store, I just, whenever an order comes through, I print it and I make the product and work it out. And that's a viable option for someone with maybe a low amount of product, or just a large amount of printers. If you have 50 things on there and it's all print on demand, you're going to want more than one printer to do that if you have orders coming through. But that also depends. Like if you're print on demand helmets or something, then absolutely, because you're going to spend a day or two just printing out that helmet. Going on with more products, I did have a new product that I released today. It was about, 1, 2 in the morning. I was just sitting here about trying to go to sleep, and I had told the girlfriend, hey, in the sink area where you wash stuff, there's a lot of like puddling and stuff from the sponges, and I'm guilty of it too, not wringing them out. So what I did is I looked online. There was already sink trays online. I found a couple of different designs that I already liked, and some had beveling, and some had like this tray that you insert like with the dish tray or the hand soap trays, where it's like a little metal grid and you drop it into the tray. I ended up going with beveling the entire outside. I made a internal ramp that slopes down and pours into the sink, as well as a grill that is flat that you can put your items onto, and that's the new product right now. I am doing more research. I'm going to go a little bit more into that after two other topics. So, shipping goods. Shipping goods is pretty easy on Etsy. They give you a pretty easy option. You click a button and it literally just tells you, hey, what's the size, weight, what shipping do you want, and you can click and print and buy it. They set it up pretty dang easy. So, what could go wrong? That rolls into the next topic. All right, so I had an issue with this first print. Unfortunately, it was just my own stupidity. I had to pay an extra like 50 cents out of my pocket for it. It's all right, no big deal. But what essentially happened is I had them flagged for USPS first class mail, which is only envelopes. Because originally the shipping profile I was creating was for the coasters, and when I saved it and just kept reusing it, it reused that same coaster profile. So it didn't really create too much of a hiccup. The box was larger than what they said on the site originally. That didn't, no issues there. It didn't increase the price. The price actually increased with, again, my own issue of not knowing that you're supposed to have the item like in packaging on the scale for the weight. So the weight ended up being almost double. So instead of 3.2 ounces, it was like 6.4 or something. And that increased the shipping cost by about 50 cents. Not a big deal. It's a hit I'm going to take, but you just learn. You learn from your own mistakes, and that's what happened. All right, so let's go. Let's go to the next thing that I've been kind of researching. So, if you remember, I have those driver pieces, and I've got some here. And these are just little Lego driver pieces, and you put a little Arduino engine into one end, and it spins this little piece right here. And it allows you to use Lego Technics and stuff with Arduino. So I also started to print out Lego pieces, and to their scale, works somewhat. I think it works pretty well, honestly. I've printed out probably 15 of these little guys, just trying to get the right size. These little 1x1s. So I got the 1x1s. They work. You can attach stuff to them. You can attach them onto things, other things. Now, there is it's real loose when you attach one to the other, but anything that I'm going to make isn't designed to do that. And then I went on and made the 2x2s. And the first design of the 2x2, I had a, let's see if we can get it on camera, this hollow insert. I know you definitely get this one on camera. So this, where it's like a hollow tube, and it snapped like 30 seconds after printing it. I heard like the crack. I looked over and I could just see everything going everywhere. I was like, man, this sucks. These only take about 10 minutes to print out. These the 1x1s take about 8 minutes, and they're the closest thing that I'm probably ever going to get to a Lego piece, because everything is going to be rounded, because it's a printed round nozzle compared to injection molding. And that's fine. It's not a big deal. So this is actually a future product to go along with that, where I'm going to make a Arduino board housing unit for it. Practically a project box out of Lego that is compatible with Lego, that you can mount onto Lego board, and that'll help hold your Arduino if you're wanting to do this kind of stuff. You need to hold your board on there. So this was some early tests of just trying to get the sizing right. And so far, yes, I do have the sizing right. This will all clip together. It works really good with Lego. And that's the whole point. It's supposed to work really good with Lego. So I'm still developing, still researching and whatnot, but that is what I'm actually kind of working on probably all this week. and probably into the weekend too, is trying to print out these little Lego compatible Arduino housing unit. There's gonna be ones that I'll use for. I don't have the motor around here. I think the motor's in the box over there. But there's gonna be a little mounting for the motor and all that. And I'll probably sell them as little kits and stuff like that for Arduino users to be able to get in there and tear it up. That is pretty much what is going on here. I did do some just freelance sculpting, trying to educate some other users who had asked me about sculpting and how I would do things. I built this. I'm not the best sculptor, guys. I'm okay, but I'm not the best, and I hadn't been in a long time. But I built a. It's an okay Halo helmet. I can probably pull it up here. I'll pull it up for you guys. Hey, I'm just gonna leave it running because whatever. Where are we at? Test Halo Skull helmet, and they were going off. I think Yash Studios is what it's called, and they were asking me questions about it. And here I'll even unclip you so you can see my screen. So this is what I was working on, and just trying to explain to the guy, like, this here, he was just layering this on top, and he was trying to cut all these details in from this spot here. And I was like, no, dude, just you indent this and then sculpt the details and use masking and stuff. And again, I'm not the greatest sculptor, but this was something that I was doing earlier this week, just kind of having fun with it, tinkering around and seeing what I could do. And that was the result after, I don't know, maybe an hour or so of messing around with it. But I appreciate you guys checking in on this new episode of the Printer Vlog thing. If you guys enjoy this kind of talk, I do upload other stuff occasionally. I plan on uploading some more like game development content and definitely more printer stuff because I'm going to be doing a lot more printer stuff. And if that's something that you can jam and jive with, then go ahead and leave me a like and subscription. I appreciate it. And I'll check you out in the next one. You guys take care. Later. Peace.